of like, more of like the baseline American, or the elite. They're not at that level yet, but I would say that they are compatible with living in America.
Wow, you just said nothing.
True. Right
I
when
I
he,
mean,
when
said
he
I,
said
I, I
words.
mean, I mean, I
basically
mean, we
basically
can.
no, I actually wondered what Stodowy meant. He's like, basically black people are driving down the standard for what it is to be an average American. So if we compare Hispanics to white, so if
True.
we compare Hispanics to white people, they're actually not at that level yet.
I mean, when you talk about like
That's
succeeding in America, like
exactly
if you're
what you
talking about
meant.
like,
You're not even saying this on your argument.
dude, like
Oh
if you're
my
talking
god.
about like if
Oh
you're
my
talking about
god.
like middle
Okay,
middle class
Whitey. Okay,
standards,
Whitey.
like,
Whitey thought he was
you know,
sneaky. Whitey thought he was sneaky. He thought he didn't know what he was saying. Bro
I
thought he could
mean,
sneak around it. Bro, your Aryan IQ isn't helping you here, okay? It's not gonna save you in this one. I'm sorry, bro. You're up against a disciple of Yakub, okay? I'm a direct descendant, so I also got his brain power, unlike the average African.
all right. I didn't say anything. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I think I I do think that there are cultural and intelligence differences between groups, but I don't think that. But I also agree with Host that individuals within groups can vary in intelligence.
Okay.
You're a weirdo, bro.
Weirdo. Why like even like you who does that? Like if we're gonna be racist, just be racist. Like gosh. Fuck. If you're gonna do the race realist shit, just do it. What is it, Sovereignism? What's up?
Howdy, howdy.
Honestly, you know what? While we're on the topic of ethno states, okay. I know that's what Sovereignism's looking for. Here's my proposal, okay? Here's my proposal. Okay, I think I have the best proposal out of anybody when it comes to what we do. Why is it the fucking search bar? I'm on fucking Google. Why doesn't it show my screen share now? This is so dumb. There we go. Okay. I have a proposal, okay? Here's what we do. Oh. This is the plan, y'all, okay? All this shit. Eh. That can be the self for now on. Fuck off. Okay, those people can fuck off. All this shit. Okay. We're calling this this is the Hispanic ethno state of
Finally,
America.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Hispanic ethno state of America from now on, okay?
I'm out
Let's
here fucking
go.
Right here.
begging for you to up me.
Right here. That's what we're doing from now on. Okay? So all the racists
Thanks, Patrick.
all the racists can go right here, okay? They can go right here. Don't mind the fact that this is just a random factory for no reason. Okay?
Hey, I'm within that circle, so thanks.
Southern Asian, do you like ice?
I mean, not particularly. My biggest thing is, I guess my 2 cents. For these deportations, my solution would be instead of using ICE and, I guess federal assets, 23 states still maintain their own individual state militaries, such as Mississippi, Florida, South Carolina, I think Georgia, California, New York are also some big ones. And instead of using ICE agents, I feel using the State Guard, which is different than the National Guard. They're two separate entities. I feel like that would go a little bit more smoothly, in the sense of instead of it's some guy from who you don't know, it's Bob the baker from down the road. And I feel like that would cause a little bit less friction. Maybe use ICE as like the overseers or overwatching the operation, but the actual boots on the ground using individual state forces. And if a state government doesn't want ICE there, then that's the prerogative of that state government.
Is that based? Yeah, it's based.
Holy
But it's
shit.
it's based
Roses.
it's based for the wrong reasons. Let me just tell you that straight up. Bones, what's up?
Oh, this
doing
is a
good.
friendly.
I'm just
Wait, did somebody donate
browsing
some?
the lives.
Oh, thank you, Iceberg, for all the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate it.
Iceberg? Whoa.
Hey, yo.
I got
Ice is king,
I got
true.
Maka to implicitly admit to violating 2 amendments.
Oh, that's kind of insane. We got Mama up here.
I'll throw the First Amendment in there too, to be honest. Homeland Security Investigations was complicit in making intelligence reports on pro-Palestinian protesters.
That is also
Guys, we
true.
already have like courts for this. Like, we don't need to figure this shit out.
I might be ending
That's
live
it, thank
very,
you.
very soon. When I feel
It's
like it.
already been adjudicated.
Mama, do you just wait? MoMA? Oh, I read it right. MoMA, do you disagree?
Yeah, it's MoMA.
I didn't
Yeah, I think
realize.
we need ICE to deport the illegals.
Are you trolling?
Epic.
No, I'm not trolling. I think we need to deport. I mean, do you guys think illegals should be deported or no?
No, mass amnesty.
True base. Unless if they're recently here, they should stay.
So there's no penalty for sneaking into the country.
You
I
can
think
hit
there
them with
should.
a
I think there
fine,
should.
but-
I think there should be a penalty for sneaking into the country. Right?
Same thing.
But
for
I
any
think
civil
the
offense, it could be a
sorry, I think
fine.
the consequence. Can I finish? I think the consequences to deporting a bunch of people who've been here for like 10+ years or like integrating into the economy is far worse than like any kind of benefit we're going to see from like punishing them for doing a misdemeanor. Okay.
It's about the deterrent, right? Like, we don't want people to sneak into the country, so there should be a punishment for doing that.
I'm not saying there shouldn't
that
be. I'm just
way-
saying the people. I literally said
Okay,
like
well,
illegals.
what should the punishment be?
I literally said
What
that
should the punishment
illegals who have come here recently should be deported. I'm just saying the majority of illegals haven't come here recently. The majority have been here like 10+ years. Those people
So what's
should
the
be
Also, to
deported.
answer the question, probably a fine, like any civil offense. If you commit any civil offense, it would just be a fine.
So you just
So
pay a
if
certain amount and then you just get to become a citizen of the U.S.
It
or
should
what?
no. You should be deported if you
No.
cross the border illegally. You should be deported back.
Yeah, if you cross illegally, you can pay a fine, be deported, anything like that. But if you've already been here for like 20 years, you should have a pathway to citizenship.
True.
So is that the cutoff? 20 years? Like,
I'm gonna
you've
say
been
10
here for
years.
19 years, 10 years.
Nah,
That's the
but
cutoff.
personally for me, I would say 5 years. But I don't know. It's a
Honestly,
little
yeah.
outside.
No, you're right. 5
I
years.
say 5.
5 years.
Yeah,
No,
I say
you're right.
maybe
5 years.
amnesty
5 years.
as well.
So how do we know how long someone's been here? Like, I mean, how are we gonna figure that out?
They'd have to prove their date.
It's gonna have to be a little arbitrary at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, you can also like say make it
But what's-
conditional
wait.
on them getting like their citizenship
What's-
on like it being faster if they prove how long they've been.
Sure.
in the
What's
country.
easy? What's easier or harder here, guys? Okay. 1, deporting 11 million people who don't want to be deported, who want to stay here, right? Who a lot of them have children here who are U.S. citizens. Or number 2, giving these people mass amnesty. They have to start fully paying taxes. And by the way, Hispanics, which are the majority of illegal immigrants, are have the highest labor participation rate too. So, I'm just saying, I love my illegals. They are quite literally the hardest working people here. Okay.
They're the
I do
most
so much
likely
country.
We
to.
deport everyone that isn't a Native American.
And
They're
also,
also
and
a
also
lot more likely.
Bones has got it down.
Wait,
I'm kidding.
a fourth.
I'm joking. You should check and get mad at me.
they're a lot more likely to work jobs that are paid a wage rather than working in jobs that have something to do with like stock brokerage or those kind of jobs where you don't really pay too much in taxes. It's just your net worth goes up. So if they are able to become a citizen,
That's not
they're
necessarily
able
true.
to pay.
Those jobs
I mean,
contribute a lot to the economy. That's why they tax incentivizes people to invest.
yeah, but they're gonna help a lot on the demand side.
you know.
On the demand side,
Yeah, when there's more people here, they help on the demand side now,
And
and
they
on the
also help on
supply
the
side. But
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
they
it's
help
just
on both
population
supply and
growth.
demand. So just GDP go up. You know.
GDP is a fake number. We all know that. Asmongold says
Yeah,
so.
I mean,
True.
Asmongold said
population
that.
increase
We all
doesn't
know.
like help
I
anything.
probably
Everybody-
said that too.
So I guess MoMA is now based in Amnesty Field.
No, we want a deterrent, right? If the idea is, oh, you know, I could just sneak into the country and then I'll just tell people, oh, I've always been here. I've been here for 20 years. Here, this is my friend. He says I've been here, and I say he's been here. And
Wait,
yeah, everybody knows we've been here for 20 years, and then I just become a citizen. You know,
Hold
I
on,
mean, I don't
man.
think we should have like.
That's
You don't
absolutely
mention
not.
it.
You'd have to you'd have to have some kind of
Wait,
proof,
Moma.
like of
No,
when you
How do
entered
you
the country.
prove it? How do you
Wait,
prove
Moma,
how long
hold
you've
on.
been
Moma,
here?
Alright.
do you think a deterrent for coming here illegally could be like an easier process to come here, so then you wouldn't even have to come here legally?
One, I don't think we should make it super easy to come into the country. I think it should be hard to immigrate.
So you
to
don't care about
America.
illegal immigrants, you just
Why?
care about immigration in general.
No, I care about both. I want people to come here like legally, right? And
But
I
you
want
said you
that to
wanted
be.
a deterrent.
So
You
why
wanted a
not?
deterrent for people coming here illegally.
Well,
and so,
look, if you don't want people to come here illegally, there's two options, right? It's make it easier to come here illegally, or make it harder to come here illegally. I'm choosing the latter, right? Make it harder to come here
Has
illegally.
that ever worked?
Don't
Like
make it
that's
so
what
you
that's
could-
what that's what Bush did. That's what Clinton
Yes,
did.
it has
Wait,
worked.
wait, did we?
Yeah,
Well,
so
we saw massive
the
amounts of
carrot
legal.
is
Wait, that's
always
wait,
gonna work.
wait. Shut the fuck up. We saw massive amounts of legal immigrants coming under Bush and Clinton.
Like if you look at like other countries
Ooh.
where they have like militarized borders,
Oh,
where
what
it's
a
hard
great
to
Bro,
get into the
guys.
country.
Have you ever
Let's
thought
be
of
the
just shooting
backwater
people at the
countries.
border? I never thought of that. Good point. Good point.
Also, can
That
you
is-
name a country that's doing like better than America economically that has
No,
militarized
we're
borders?
obviously the best country economically, okay? But
Yeah,
that's correlation. That's
obviously,
not
and-
causation.
And
Oh,
that's
it must be because we
despite
have
I'm
a
not
weak
saying
border.
so.
backwoods fucking.
It must be
immigration
because we have a
policy,
weak
by the way.
border. That must be why.
Me when I see the
I'm
when
not.
I s-
I'm not
me,
saying it's
me when I see
causation.
the mother and her child feeling cartel violence at the border and trying to cross illegally.
Yeah. We want
Moma,
people
I
that
guess, like,
contribute
I
to our
guess, like,
country, right?
It's
Like,
got a very
I don't
weak
care.
border.
We don't
okay?
need
If you
to
let
save
all the
every
There has to be some
single
kind of
one.
punishment for
people
these
here.
illegals.
Yeah, we should abolish asylum, honestly.
Moma,
Imagine
I guess
having
like
this much
the
smoke for immigrants, but not
the
for
question
people
is
in
like,
files
are you
released by
willing
the
to take the
government.
trade off
That's
of like
crazy.
the mass? Hold on, Victor. Moma, are you willing to take like the massive economic trade off? Like, is it worth it to you to like not have immigrants come here because of that?
It's not an economic trade-off.
It is a massive economic trade off not having immigrants
It
here
most
and deporting
definitely is.
immigrants.
What
we
you're
can-
proposing is like we can have that conversation. You just have to admit that we're going to take a huge hit to the economy.
Of what, deporting people?
Yes.
Or of not having immigrants?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
both.
worth it to deport people. Yes.
both. It is 100% a huge hit to the economy for both. So if you're sorry about the car. If you're able to say like it's worth it to have a huge hit to the economy for pretty much the rest of ever to deport people, then we can have that conversation.
Yes, it's worth it.
Wow, that's very
And why do you
close-sided.
believe it's worth it to take a huge hit to the economy to deport people?
Because it's worth it to preserve American culture, even if that means we can't export
There
it.
we go. What is what
Even
is
if that means we
What
can't
is American
extort
culture?
Moma? What is American culture?
You don't believe in American culture. You
What
don't think
is
America has
American
a
culture?
Okay, I'll tell you. There's a lot of okay, one, it's not just one thing, right? It's multiple traits, right? It's multiple characteristics that go into
Personally,
What are
American
these?
culture.
What are these? Name these
Get to the-
characteristics.
Get to the point.
Name these characteristics of American
one-
culture for me.
Majority Christian.
Mhm.
Majority Christian
Mhm.
is a one trait, right?
Hypocrisy
We're not
Christian.
we're not
Hypocrisy-
majority.
No, no, no,
whatever
Victor.
you want to call it, right?
People are.
We're not majority
Majority Christian.
Muslim, we're not
Majority Christian. Majority
Hindu.
Christian. Okay. Huh? Got
Okay.
it? Okay.
One, we value the American dream. We believe that anyone can be successful.
American
Oh
dream.
my god!
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We
okay.
value individualism. We
Individualism.
believe that
Okay.
we believe that like the individual people get to be themselves and it's not a collectivist society like you see
Okay.
in other countries.
Oh no.
Okay.
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 Other ones, we value freedom.
Freedom.
Far more than anyone else.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
freedom. That's not something
Sound
you
like
see
a
in
Democrat to me. It sounds like
even
you're just
Europe.
naming democratic ideals to me, buddy.
Sure.
Even Europe. Christianity is a democratic ideal.
Cool. Liberal ideals.
Yeah. Freedom.
Okay, keep going.
It's a liberal idea, yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
Freedom's
Let's go.
not something you see in other countries, especially like Europe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We value family structure. You know,
Family
Americans have
structure?
this unique
Okay.
Family
Oh my
structure.
goodness.
Okay, let's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got all this. We got all this.
Love
Let's go on.
Hispanic people.
Are the majority of Hispanic immigrants Christian?
Yeah, but they're
Okay.
missing other
Number one
stuff,
off the
right? 'Cause
list.
it's
Bam, let's go.
multiple- it's
Religion.
multiple
They're already there. Let's go. Do the majority of these people have strong family structures?
Well, I think the majority of them they don't have a high marriage rate compared to Americans. A lot of them have children out of wedlock, which is not something that we believe in America. We believe that you need to be married to have kids. And you look at it like Latin America, they have a much higher rate of having children out of wedlock. So I would say
That
like,
was true for the U.S. up until we got
They
past
have-
birthplace. Up until we started going below replacement birth rate. Fuck.
no the
Wait,
rate
Roma,
the
you
rate
know,
of
you know,
the rate of
immigrants-
children that are born to unmarried mothers in the U.S. is far less.
Wait, no,
than-
hold on, Moma. You realize I think it was in 2023. Immigrants made up for the entirety of our population growth because birth rates in the United States are so low.
True.
Like we don't. I don't think we need to have like ever growing, ever increasing population as much as we need to maintain
Wait,
American.
no, that wasn't my
maintain
point
American
though.
values.
No,
Okay,
my
the
point though was that you said having children out of wedlock, like you want Americans to be getting married and having children.
Yes.
This isn't
Having
happening
children-
though. So this clearly
No,
isn't
no,
an
no.
American ideal that you think it is.
Birth rates and having children out of wedlock are two completely different.
As a whole,
things, right?
immigrants are more likely
What-
to be married and less likely to be separated, divorced, widowed, or single than native-born, regardless of gender.
You
Men
look at
regards to
what-
nativity.
in Latin
Ooh.
America, you can look
So
it up.
no, you're wrong.
The-
You're wrong. No, you're wrong. Immigrants
I'm
in
not
America. Wait, I'm just looking. Immigrants in America are more likely to be married than divorced or separated than native-born people.
I'm talking about specifically having children out of wedlock, right? That's what I'm specifically talking about.
Wait, since when
We're
was
talking-
having
When
children?
we were talking about children out of wedlock, we were talking
about-
about family structures.
Yes, having children in wedlock count. That's part of family structure. You need to have kids.
Wouldn't
in
that,
wedlock.
if they're more willing to have children outside of marriage and then become married, wouldn't that indicate that they're more about having a family
Look it up.
structure to raise children?
What percent of
What does wedlock indicate about family structures?
it indicates that that the parents are committed to each other for raising the child.
What does having a child outside of wedlock mean that you're not committed to having a child?
It's generally an indication that you're not committed to each other because getting married is making a commitment to your partner.
Is
That's
that
what
not
getting married
wait,
is, right?
okay? Wait, how's that general indication? Does that necessarily imply that those people aren't committed to each other?
It's an indicator of it, yes.
How?
Because if they were really committed to each other, they would get married because that's what people do when they're committed to each other. They get
Is that
married.
always true?
And they legally
there's a
tie
lot of people.
themselves together.
There's a lot of people who aren't
No,
always
it's
super
not
committed to each other and
always
don't get
true
married.
in every single scenario, but it's generally
Okay.
true,
Oh,
right?
is that what are you using to say? It's
It
generally
says
true.
approximately 70% of children in Latin America were born to unmarried mothers.
What are you
between
saying? Wait,
2016
what are you
and
doing?
2020.
Okay, what are you saying to say? What are you using to say that's generally true?
What do you mean?
What are you using to say that's generally true?
Logic, like basic thinking, critical thinking.
Okay, so you don't have anything.
You need
Okay.
a statistic
Guys,
for
trust me,
that.
bro.
Fuck
Trust me,
me.
bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro.
Alright, well,
So
let's
here's
take
no,
that
no, no.
question.
Here's reality. You know what? A stronger family structure is being in a family. Even if you're born outside of wedlock, the fact that these people are more likely to be married probably means that they're just getting married after the fact. I would rather grow up in a.
You're just coping. That's not.
I'm not
real.
coping. That's just true. Wait, would you rather?
Wait,
sorry,
here's the
Trust
would you
question.
rather be
This is
born
the
out of?
most-
Wait,
this
would
is
you
the
rather
most,
be
like,
born out of
made-up
wedlock and
bullshit
then
ever.
and then have your parents married later, or not have them
Concede.
married at all? Can you answer that question?
You want them married before you get married.
Would you rather?
Here's-
Would you rather?
here's-
Can you answer the
here's-
question?
Here's the real
Yeah, obviously, I'd
question.
rather have them get married after.
Cool.
But-
Here's the real question. Would you rather be born and then have them get married after, or have them married, be born, and then divorce?
Between those two,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like, I don't even know. That
Yeah.
probably is like no difference. I feel like it's.
I
And
feel like
immigrants
it's-
are less
I
likely
feel
to
like
be
it's-
divorced too.
I feel like it's pretty obvious that you would rather be born when your parents aren't married and then have your parents get married than your parents already be married and then get
Yeah.
divorced.
Like what kind of mental struggle is a child going through if their marriage gets?
I got the stat right. 75% of children in Latin America are born to unmarried mothers. I think that's bad.
Oh my
right?
god!
You
You
might
don't
not
even know
think
what you're
that's
asking
bad.
for.
It's
You didn't
higher
listen
than
to a
that.
word
Oh
we
my
said.
gosh, you just repeated the same thing over and thought we wouldn't notice. That's hilarious.
I know.
Good job.
Well, it seems like you guys didn't acknowledge it the first time, right?
No,
You
we
didn't
literally
listen to a
did.
word we said.
Yeah, you're just making up this bull. Oh, they're not married, but they actually love each other more, or whatever the fuck, right?
We're
Like,
saying
it's
they
just
get-
fucking stupid.
We're saying they get married after the children is born. So the
Hey,
child
you
is
show
born.
me, show me the stat that they're getting married after the
I
children.
just the
like, you're
stat.
just
Scratch
making that
just
part
said
up.
it. Scratch just said it.
What's the stat?
Here.
They're more likely to be married and less likely to get divorced.
Oh, I'm talking specifically about people in Latin America. I'm not talking.
We're
about
talking about
from
immigrants. We're talking about immigrants in America. Holy
You're
shit.
talking about Latin America. You brought up
Yeah,
Latin America.
Latin Americans in America. Holy shit! I care about how immigrants act when they get here.
Okay, but people from just,
Who
if you
gives a
just look at the
fuck?
pool of
I don't
immigrants.
I don't
if you
care.
just look
Wait,
at
wait,
the
I don't
pool
care.
of immigrants,
Wait,
those
Momo.
aren't just Latin
Moma,
Americans.
wait,
Those are people
wait,
from other
wait, Moma,
countries.
dude, I
Those
don't
are
care.
people
I don't
from
give a
other
fuck. Wait,
countries.
I don't give a fuck how an Iranian acts in Iran, right? I care about how they act here, and if they're acting fine here, I don't give a fuck. Why would you?
Okay, but are you showing me?
Hey, that's what I thought. I'm showing American stats. Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
no, let me tell you why the stats are irrelevant. For one, you're not just looking at Latin American immigrants. You're looking at immigrants overall. That includes,
What's the highest?
immigrants from
What's the highest
Europe,
percent? What's the
immigrants-
highest percentage of immigrants?
Okay, I mean,
Oh, Latin
I assume Latin
Americans.
American.
Oh.
okay, right, okay, right.
Oh,
That's-
wow.
That's
As
yeah,
a
you're
as a
still-
whole, by the
you're-
way, majority, not just simple. Majority.
Yeah, right.
I
Majority,
love
right?
my
But you're,
Latinas and Latinos. I
just
love them.
because it's like 60. I mean, what's the percentage, right? Um, your statistics are still infected then because you're having people from other countries moving in, right?
Infected.
Yeah, your statistics are tainted because you're including people from other countries, right? And we were just talking about Latin America.
When we're talking about immigrants from other countries, our
No,
our
because I
stats
brought
are
up
tainted by immigrants
Christianity.
from other
I brought up
countries.
Christianity, and you said, "Oh, well, Latin
Okay,
Americans."
people
are
in
Christian."
Eastern Europe are Christians too, by
Yeah,
the
I'm
way.
talking.
Or
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm talking
yeah,
about
but
the
they have-
majority.
they
The
have
majority of
other-
it. If you're concerned about how immigrants coming over into the United States and not being Christian, and I point to, well, the fact that the majority of immigrants coming to the United States are, then that's not shouldn't be a concern.
Okay, but you said, "Oh, immigrants from Latin America are Christian."
The majority of
I'm
immigrants
saying-
that come into
Yes.
America are from Latin America. What are we
Okay,
talking
yeah,
about?
You're like playing
We
on
can
these
even
games
get more
with
specific.
majority.
They're
Like,
primarily
Can we
Catholic.
not understand this? The majority. You're concerned about immigrants coming into the country because we want to preserve American culture. The majority of immigrants coming into
yeah,
the country are Latin America. Therefore, I brought up the fact that most Latin Americans are Christian, so that really shouldn't be a concern that you're having. Also, these people tend to.
Wait, I have a
all these
legitimate
people- also
question.
Wait, do you understand that different parts of the world have different cultures? You understand?
Oh my
Maybe-
gosh.
Maybe he just doesn't want
In fact,
Catholics.
different
Wait.
countries.
Bro cannot track the
different countries
argument.
Have different cultures,
I
right?
have a
Hello,
quick
you're tracking?
question, just because I'm dumb. So, do you consider Christians and Catholics to be like not Christian, or do you consider Catholics to not be
No,
Christian?
Catholics are Christian. Okay, I'm
Oh,
not
then perfect.
arguing. I'm
What's the
not
argument?
arguing that people from Latin America aren't Christian.
What's the
right?
argument?
That's not my argument. Look, my argument, right? I'm gonna, guys, don't interrupt, right? Because I'm gonna explain this fully so that you fully understand. My
Right.
argument is that different countries have different cultures, right? And different regions have different cultures, and those
Okay.
cultures differ from American cultures in different ways, right? Some of them have certain things in common, and some of them have certain things that differ, right? The Latin American countries, they have in common Christianity. That's one of the things that they have in common, is that they're majority Christian. That's not something that, a lot of other countries don't have that in common. But one of the things that they don't have in common is that they a lot of times have kids out of wedlock at a much higher rate, which I've shown. They have kids out of wedlock at a much higher rate than America. So even though they have some, some things in common, they still have a different culture, right? Latin America, generally, those countries have a different culture than America. And to say that, oh, Latin American countries have identical culture to America would just be fucking stupid. Okay, they obviously have a different culture. That's just ridiculous
Alright,
to disagree
What
with.
is like? What is
America
sorry?
ha-
What is
America
out of
has a unique.
what is out of
culture.
wedlock even like? How does what out of wedlock even like indicate some kind of culture? Like, what are we talking about here? if we're
Because
trying
they
to if we're
don't-
trying to indicate like when people talk about family structure, they're trying to say like families are more likely to stay together longer. They're more likely like people are more likely to be married. And if we like look at the statistics and we see that okay, immigrants are less likely to get divorced, they're more likely to be married together. Wouldn't that indicate a stronger family structure? And these immigrants are more likely to be each other and less likely to divorce than the natives.
Like the important thing, marriage, the institution of marriage, the service of it, the main like point of it is for having children to commit people together so that they stay together for their kids.
Wait,
That's why
Moma.
you have shotgun weddings, right? You want people to be married if they're gonna have kids.
Okay, Moma, you realize, okay, so you said that this is like an American value, correct? Not having kids out of wedlock?
It's one of the American values.
Okay,
yeah.
so you realize that Americans are more likely to have kids out of wedlock than people in Latin American countries, correct?
No, that's not true.
That is true. It's 78% in the United States,
Ooh.
73% in Latin America.
Fuck.
Oh, bullshit.
What?
78% of kids in
Yikes.
America are born out of wedlock.
Yes.
Damn, I
What?
love my American culture where we have babies.
Oof, we
out of
lost our American
wedlock.
culture. Well, it's because all the immigrants that are Biden down the rate.
Sure, I don't
Okay.
believe
All
you.
of
I
the
don't
rate.
believe you. I'm gonna look it up myself. What percent
All the
of kids in
illegals.
America are born out of wedlock? 40%. Around 40% of babies in America are born out of wedlock.
Wow, nice AI overview reading. Good job.
That would also
what's your
be,
source?
that would also be including immigrants, by the way, because immigrants are in America.
True.
Okay, sure, right? But we're comparing America to Latin America. People in Latin America, 75% of people in Latin America 75% of kids in Latin America are born out of wedlock. 40% in America are born out of wedlock.
If you're saying that
That seems like
institution,
a
if you're saying that like the institution
that
of
seems like a
marriage is to
pretty
make sure that
big-
people stay together, isn't the reason that people get married after they have kids so that they stay together and they're forced to? Isn't that kind of
they
the point of
get
it?
married before they have kids. They get married before they have kids.
No, but like the reason they get married afterwards is it's like signify the commitment that okay, now that we have a kid, we have to stay together to raise them. Isn't like literally the point? Isn't that why people feel forced to get married after having kids?
People generally aren't forced to get married after kids.
But that's why people that's why a
Really?
lot of people feel obligated. Like, isn't that the reason like wedlock is the thing? Like, oh, I just this person's pregnant, now I have to go marry them.
Yeah, but
Scratch nose because it is 7
if
baby
you're
mamas.
doing
True.
if you're doing a shotgun marriage, you're doing it before you have kids, right? It's before birth, right? If you're doing
Not
it after the
necessarily.
kids are already born, it's not really a shotgun marriage anymore. It's just like
Who cares about if it's a
Getting
shotgun
married.
marriage? If I don't know. I care if you care about family structures, you care about like families more people being married, how long those marriages are lasting, right? And and what the divorce rates are. You like whether that happens before or after having kids shouldn't really matter. It's the fact that people are even together while there are kids should be the important thing.
no, it does matter for kids, right? Because I'm trying to say that's the purpose marriage serves. I'm saying that
Wait,
the
I have a
social
question
stigma, the
after
social
this.
stigma around marriage, like someone's a bastard, if someone was born out of wedlock, they're a bastard. Americans have this social stigma around
What?
marriage.
That's
that
not
if you're
true.
born-
Maybe in the
Not
like
true.
1800s.
What are you talking about? Bastard just means like without a father, right?
No,
Nah,
bastard
that-
means you're
Who
a
even uses
bastard.
who uses that as an insult anymore?
That's why I said like the 1800s.
Chip chip cheerio,
It
mate.
is-
You're a bastard.
it is a child born out of wedlock, but like that hasn't been
Bastard
used since
is
like
defined as a
medieval
person born to
times.
parents who are not married. Okay, but
I actually do have a question
the
real
culture
quick.
doesn't just disappear. Okay, the culture is still there. Even though it's medieval, like even though the
Momo.
term might not be used anymore, there's still like the stigma still exists.
Yeah, some fucking buffoon in the comments said it was 78%, so I took his word because I'm a trustworthy individual who trusts Scratch's audience, but they're a fucking liar.
I actually do
Yeah.
have a stat here.
No,
First,
Lucas. What?
But Moma, do you
Were
think
you looking
that,
at the
we
YouTube
should,
comments? Please don't tell me you're looking at the YouTube comments.
TikTok comments, bro. I
Okay,
trusted these people.
Okay. You know what? That's a little bit better.
Never.
I never YouTube comments can go fuck themselves.
But Moma, should we take immigrants in from like Iceland?
Iceland, I'm saying we can take. It's not that there's no country that's off limits, right? It's how we take them in, right? Iceland.
But
Iceland has
wait,
this
would you
more
say
similar-
that would you say that children born out of wedlock, the percentage of that would be a factor? Didn't you say that earlier?
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's a cultural difference between any
That's not
country,
even.
right?
That's not a
Yeah.
cultural.
So
You can't. No, I'm sorry. This isn't. No, no, no. The argument isn't
that
making
is a
sense, and you haven't
cultural
given you haven't given any response to it, right? The point of believing in family structures is that it's like having a family for kids to be raised in. And if immigrants are more likely to be in a family in the first place, that matters more than in the family occurring before or after the birth. I can tell you, it's way more traumatizing for a kid to go through a fucking divorce at like 4 years old than a kid to have to see their parents get married.
You're making this assumption.
Is that true? Like,
kids who
wait,
are
what do you
born
think is
out
more
of wedlock
what do you think is more
their parents are getting
traumatizing?
married.
A kid to see their parents get married, or a kid seeing their parents get divorced?
I mean, one, it's going to depend, obviously, but yeah,
What do you think
probably
is more
a kid seeing their parents.
Yeah, and guess who has
Probably
higher
the
divorce
kids seeing
rates?
their parents.
Immigrants or native citizens?
Okay, but that's because they were married in the first place.
Exactly.
But immigrants never get married.
Immigrants
What?
do. They're
You're
more
making
likely
this-
to be married.
You're making this assumption.
It's a
That's not
rate.
true. I
Yeah,
literally
maybe
said
it's
the
just
stats.
rate.
We already as a whole, immigrants are more likely to be married, less likely to be separate, divorced, widowed, or single, born, regardless of gender, men regardless of nativity.
Let's look at South America. We can Latin
Okay,
America.
and the highest shares of these are what? Let me find it.
I've lost enough brain cells for the night. I'll catch y'all later.
Night.
Bye.
Yeah, no, like regarding the Iceland point, 70% of kids are born out of wedlock there.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a bad thing.
Well, actually, the reason why is because a lot of the parents there choose cohabitation over just traditional marriages.
Yeah, well, I mean,
which is signs of
different-
long-standing commitments, by the way.
Sure, like different countries might have different incentives around marriage, right? But
Well, it
generally,
just shows like how short-sighted your criteria are, like in general.
this argument that American culture is like doesn't exist and that American culture is identical to South American culture, or that it's identical to Icelandic
Wait,
culture.
who said that?
Nobody
It's fucking
said
stupid.
that.
Okay,
Mama,
okay. So American culture, is it unique or no?
It's unique. Wait, Moma, do you understand that the reason that we have so many immigrants being able to assimilate into America for like our past like 300 century or was it multiple centuries is because we're a propositional nation. And that nation's proposition is that we're ruled by law, not by king.
Okay.
And that's really the main identity of America, that we're
Right,
able to get so
I
many
love-
people
I
in
love
here.
that you
We're
said
a
that,
pluralist
right?
nation of multiple cultures.
Assimilate
since its inception.
into American culture, right? You said people are able to assimilate into American.
Yeah, what you have to believe in, the fundamentals of America is
Right.
believing in our
So-
civics. It's believing in like the rule
There
of law.
is an American culture. There is a set of beliefs, and people who come here have to assimilate into it, right? That's what you just said.
Well, yeah, they just have to adhere to our like civil structures.
Yeah, right. Like they have to adopt their culture. They have to assimilate, right?
Yeah, and then I told you what
So
our culture
let's
was.
say hypothetically, right? Like we replaced half of all Americans with Chinese people. Like, do you think that would affect American culture? Do you think that
Sure,
would have any
culture is
effect on
always going to
Absolutely.
change. Culture has changed since the 1700s, but what's the backbone of culture is a belief in American values.
Okay, but culture changes at like different rates, right? Like culture evolves.
He's trying to say
too,
that like
right?
what defines you as being an American isn't isn't culture, but it's like
where you
belief,
live.
belief in law.
Okay, that's part of culture. It's like what you believe is part of culture.
Yeah, but
Moma,
that's
you
the
said
Yeah, but when you
fundamentals
talk
that
when
our
you
founding
talk
fathers
when
designed
you talk about culture, you're talking about like very social issues. He's just saying like somebody can be Muslim and still believe in like the
It's
American
values.
ideal.
It's still values.
But
Like
this is
if someone's Muslim and they believe that like women are second-class citizens and that they shouldn't be allowed
You
to go
believe
outside.
women should be second class citizens, probably. I don't know what.
No, I
Why do you go
don't.
over there?
Okay,
Huh?
but if you look at Islamic
True.
countries, the way they treat women is very
What's
bad.
the opinion?
in a lot of
What's
these
our opinion? Wait,
countries, right?
Moma. What's our opinion on the 19th? Real quick.
On what?
The 19th
The
Amendment.
amendment? Yeah, it's like I think women should be able to vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see how far you are. Okay.
Wait, Moma, I guess
I'm
it's
not a
just like
Croatian,
when you described
but, like-
earlier like American values, you said like Christian, family oriented, like independent and freedom. Like what's more like American than like a Hispanic person coming here who's most likely Christian, who's most likely family oriented, coming here for like a better life and for like economic opportunity? Because like 1/4 of foreign born people in the United States are entrepreneurs.
Like
Like what's more American than that?
These Hispanic countries have like major issues, right? Like they have major issues with
Yeah, that's where they're leaving them.
with corruption. Okay, yeah, right. But those issues that these Hispanic countries have, it's not like it's in the soil, right? Okay, there's something wrong with the,
So
there's something wrong.
this it's
The
not
issues
the
don't
soil. It's not
happen
it's
on the
it's not like it's in the soil, right? It's not like it's in
Well-
just the culture. It's genetic, right? The
Historically-
culture is from
historically-
genetics. We all know this, okay?
No, it's not
Yeah.
genetic. It's
Wait, wait,
cultural.
so-
No, Moma, I
These
can explain
countries
it.
are
I can explain it.
incredibly
Moma.
corrupt. They're
Moma, I
incredibly
can
I'm a
explain how it
second
happens.
generation descendant of like Mexican immigrants. So does that mean like I have the cartel gene in me?
It's not a gene. I'm not.
Hold on,
My
Moma,
argument
I
is
can
not that it's
explain why the
genetic.
Spanish countries are
My
all
argument is that it's cultural.
Well,
I can
Moma,
explain why they're shit.
do I have like
Moma.
the
Just let me.
do I have
real
like
quick.
the cultural traits that would make me more predisposed to being a cartel member then? Like, do I like carry that
Probably
because
not
it's
if you've
learned
been
somehow?
raised in America.
people fleeing
wait.
But
corruption to another
you're
nation
from,
sounds
if you're
sounds
from
more familiar.
Mexico,
Wait,
you're,
He got
You're
there.
used
He
to
made it. He
bribing
fucking
everyone.
made it there.
Wait,
Moma,
Moma, do you know
because-
why Spanish countries are shitholes? I can explain it to you. Oh my god, my cat's being a fucking ass. So, it's like all the way back to when the Spanish first conquered like Latin America and like Southern America, and while we were in Northern America doing like what is it? Like homesteading and shit. The Spanish were just conquering Central America and South America, and it created like a very different economic system than the one we have. That's why those countries were set up differently than the way we are.
Okay, but there's this concept that government only it's all a top down thing. Like corruption is all top down, when it's bottom up too. All right, like corruption. It's not like it's just.
Did you
the
just ignore
president
what I
that's
said?
corrupt. No, I heard what you said. Okay, but the point
Do you
is,
dispute it?
I dispute the implication that it means that it's only the institutions and it's not the culture of the people.
How?
Because the culture and the people determine what the institutions look like.
Wait, so did black people determine what the black culture is like because they were like slaves or what? Because they
No,
had a very
white people
institutional
determine
boundary to
that.
overcome.
Wait. So
White people.
okay. So are some races more predisposed to like just having certain cultures and determining that?
It's you're making it like it's not a race thing. It's a
But
culture
you
thing, right?
said white. Okay, I didn't.
Just say it,
I'm just
bro.
I'm just wondering. You just say it,
No,
bro.
And in terms
Just say
in
it.
terms of racism, yeah, sure. Like it was white people.
Okay,
Right.
but
It was-
why?
it was
Why?
the-
Wait. Why do some?
And-
Wait.
and I'm
Okay.
saying-
Why do some? Wait.
And
Why
I'm
do some?
saying the Spanish conquerors set up institutions that were not conducive to liberal democracy like that were set up in North America.
Yeah. I'm saying that like the difference isn't just like it's not like it's just the institutions, like it's just the fucking person in charge. Like it goes all the way down to the bottom of like the fucking
Actually-
cops are corrupt, the individual people. Are
Well,
corrupt.
I'm not an institution is like I'm not saying it's just like one person in charge like being bad. Like institutions like kind of ingrain themselves into like what makes a society what it is. They're a lot more like of a large hurdle to overcome than just like, oh, it's a bottom up thing. Just be not a criminal.
No, I'm saying it's both, right? I'm saying it's both. I'm
Well-
saying that if someone comes from Mexico and they're used to bribing everyone and that's all they've ever known, then they're probably going to get to America and they're probably going to try to bribe people.
I'm actually.
because
I'm.
that's
I'm
how it
looking.
works in
I'm
Mexico.
sorry. I'm looking.
Like
sorry.
that's not
Wait,
like
then,
it
Momo,
was-
why don't
wait.
you
Then
see
wait.
this?
Then how come immigrants commit crime less than
Yeah, why
native
don't we see
population?
this? If that's
Because
the
they
case.
assimilate, because we're able to
Oh.
assimilate them.
What?
Well,
Then
we're
what do we
letting them
care?
in.
Whoa.
Because
What?
we're letting them in a limited amount.
Wait,
right?
Moma,
Like,
do you think people being easily assimilated into American culture might mean that they also have some of the same ideals that American culture espouses?
like you say they're easily assimilated, that's because we're controlling the flow of them, right? We're
No.
letting it-
This is
we're
a
letting
culture.
in
This is
limited
cultural.
amounts.
It's not about the amounts, right?
It is about the amounts.
Wait, so what does the amount have to do with assimilation?
Because assimilation is the requirement to be assimilated. Like if you put, one person with 10 Mexican people, one like American person, the American person is going to adapt to fit the Mexican people, right? But if you put one Mexican person with 10 American people, the Mexican's going to adapt to fit the Americans, right?
But-
like
Okay,
if
but
if
you said they have assimilated into us. How have we changed our values as Hispanic people have come into the country that are less
we
American than they were
we
before?
haven't because we
Okay, so your point is it's nothing then.
No, it's not nothing. I mean, did you just hear what I just said?
Yeah, and it doesn't
We
explain
had-
what your
we
claim
had-
was.
Yeah, the claim is that we have such a strong majority that the people are forced to assimilate because
Moma, you
they
realize
have they're
you're
surrounded by Americans.
Also, but
Moma,
I just,
everything you're
sorry, I
saying
just,
is the
I
most
just want to be clear.
anti-
Sorry, I just looked at it. Hispanics actually, if we exclude all other race, sorry, not races, all other demographics, Hispanics actually have a higher marriage and lower divorce rate when we separate from other immigrants. With all immigrants, it was like what, 58%. It was about a little bit of 58. It's like 72% marriage
50?
rate for Hispanics.
Wait, no, Moma. Everything
So like
you're
it's
saying
even
up here
better.
is, like,
It's even
the most
better.
anti-American. Like it's more anti-American than anything we're saying. Like, the founders set up. I think Washington himself has a quote saying like, "Let this be the home for the persecuted." We're supposed to be a nation that's accepting of immigrants in general. That's how like the nation was founded, to be like a land for the people that are getting oppressed against by their homeland, right?
True.
Like these people,
So
like it's just ridiculous. Like it's like, oh, like we have
Well, you're
to
just
let this
saying
person
everything.
in
Well,
Like
yeah,
the
because this
founding
but
country
your
fathers were
is.
stance is to
literally
be opposite of
persecuted.
what
You
a
just
founding
sound like
father
it. Just say it's about race, bro. Holy shit.
It's not about
Just
race.
stop. Wait.
It's not
Okay.
about
So
race.
wait.
It's that
Okay. So we finally established, and this is coming from a PubMed study, by the way, National Library of, NIH, National Library of Medicine. They publish this, and it's Hispanics Future America. If you want to go look it up. So we've established, okay, Hispanics, they have a higher marriage rate. They have a lower divorce rate than the average population, right? I would say means they have more stable family structures than the average American. They commit crime at lesser rates. They're more majority of them are Christian. I'm pretty sure they're actually probably I'm guessing they're more likely to be Christian than U.S. citizens are. Let me check that.
I think
They
that's
have a
true.
higher labor participation rate, so I think they're coming here. They probably believe in like the American dream because they're willing to work hard. Like, what are we missing?
And
The,
one
the
fourth of
issue,
them
the
are
issue, right?
felons.
I'm gonna put it in the most simple terms, right? I don't want to live in Latin America, right? I don't want to live in Latin
No
America.
shit. Holy
Yeah,
Wow.
fuck, no
because
shit.
Latin America
What
is
a
a fucking
truism!
shithole,
Holy
right?
shit, dude!
Shit.
Right. Oh yeah. You guys.
I don't
want to
live in
right?
guys. I don't want to live in North Korea. What?
Yeah.
No shot.
Yo!
Okay, right. I don't want to live in Latin America, but we let in all these people from Latin America, and you won't expect like the normal expectation is that our country would move towards that, right? Like
Wait,
that would
Scratch.
be a logical.
Oh
That
my
would be
God,
a
under this guy's
logical.
You've
logic-
demonstrated
Guys,
this too, 'cause you said that our
when the
nation
Irish
is
came over here
resilient to
in the Irish
change.
potato family famine,
Scratch-
okay,
scratch.
they brought the famine with them, okay. We were
Under
starving.
this guy's logic, if a North Korean person immigrated here, they would carry over their like authoritarian, like
True.
communist, like ideals,
True.
bro. Come
But also,
on.
like, he
Yeah, Momo,
contradicted
what do you
himself
mean,
because he
like,
said that
Guys,
the culture was
wait.
Look,
wait.
it's not like it's look at what happens. Look at what's happened to Europe. I mean, look at how
Wait,
much.
Moma,
Europe has been
wait.
fought
When
by
Europeans were
letting in all
mass
the Middle
migrating
Eastern
over to
people.
America, when there was a bunch of failing monarchies, like the Irish, Germans, Italians, whatever. Why didn't we become some like monarchy?
Because it was selection bias. The people who were coming over here were people who were. I mean, there's multiple reasons, right? For one, the people who were coming over here were people who were ready to work hard, ready to pursue the new frontier. It wasn't people that
No
were bought
way.
into the whole idea of the monarchy, right? And for two, at the time people
Really?
were coming over,
Huh.
they couldn't really there wasn't shit. Yeah, like they had to work hard to build shit. They couldn't
Really?
just be in charge, right? Like
So
there wasn't
okay.
anything
So
there.
like I say, Hispanics have a higher labor participation rate on average. I don't. Is the average Hispanic over here like, guys? Weren't we more corrupt? Why isn't there more crime around here, y'all? They commit less crime. Like what?
Look.
What are we talking about? Like all the excuses that you're giving
the
for these
fuck?
immigrants apply to Hispanics. They're coming over here now. They apply to all immigrants that are coming here now. Like what's the argument?
I'm gonna
guess here's my
call
question.
my aunts and be like, "Hey, why the fuck haven't y'all like
Okay, I
started a cartel here?"
know. Like wait, we need to get him down on
Like,
this
he
because
is.
it's about race. It's about race. I know it's about race. Okay.
It's not about race.
You literally said, right, that like these people choose the culture, like the government structure comes from the people, right? It comes from their culture.
I said
right?
I said it's a mix of both. I said it's
Okay.
bottom up and it's top down.
Bottom part down. Why do you think? So you think the reason? Why do you think certain people get culture?
What?
Yeah. Why
Like,
do you
where
think
I
like?
think culture originates from?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's like it forms over a long period of time based on people that were influential, based on like the circumstances of that civilization, like the crops and shit like that.
So you think it's
the
environmental?
crops and the I'd say it's part environmental and part just like chance, pretty much.
So chance would be the environment you're in.
No, environmental would be the environment, and chance would be like people who are really influential to your society, to your civilization, like
Okay.
Jesus or like Confucius or whoever the
But those
influential
people are
that
also
shaped your
products.
culture.
But Jesus and all those people are usually products of their environment. So it is environmental then.
Well, I want to say like Jesus, like religious leaders aren't just a product of their
Okay.
environment. Like you can be predicted. It's also just
we
like
have to go down like
random chance.
Do you think systemic racism? I know this seems super off topic. Do you think systemic racism exists?
Like in what sense? Like in general, like anywhere in the world or America?
Like against black people in America?
Systemic?
Yep.
I would say no.
Okay. Why do you think that black people are disadvantaged today?
I'd say culture.
Why do you think they have that culture?
I mean, I'd say, yeah, it's I mean, just like I said, it's partly environmental and partly, just random chance
What
based on who was
environment?
influential at the time. Africa.
Africa. What about in Africa? Made
Oh my
reference to the other day.
God.
I mean, Africa, it
Scratch is
you know
fresh off a boat.
the earlier civilizations in Africa, and I mean, we could see, Africa's very, underdeveloped too compared to the rest of the world.
Oh my god, bro! Just say it. Come on.
Holy shit!
Please, I'm
what?
begging you. I'm begging you. Just say it. Come on, bro.
I'm not racist. Okay?
Holy
I'm just,
shit.
like,
Okay, because they're less. Why do you think?
facing
Why do you think those
facing
civilizations?
reality,
Why do you
right?
think those civilizations were less developed?
Because I think their their agricultural systems, right? I think food was more readily available in that environment, so there was less need to develop like complex
So
systems.
ultimately, it was their environment. You think?
Yeah. Ultimately, it was their environment. The environment.
Okay, bro. I better
require-
not hear. Okay, if I hear a single no wheel or no two-story buildings in sub-Saharan Africa out of your mouth, you're getting kicked off. Okay, I better not hear any of that shit.
It's not that it's like it's
I'm gonna hop off.
evolution. Evolution is environmental, right? Like people adapt
Whoa,
to
whoa,
the environment.
Wait,
they're in.
oh, he's making it. Okay. So, yeah, you think, so what you're saying is that you think that certain people evolutionarily divulged genetically and adapted to their environment. And so now these people
Yeah.
are genetically more predisposed to having certain cultures.
No, culture and evolution. No, I don't think that anyone's.
You just said it, bro. You
predisposed
just said
to
more
evolution.
people. You just said they're more.
Bro,
They're gonna
just
adapt to
own
their.
it.
You just
Just
own it, bro.
own
You're
it.
racist. We
No.
know it. Stop
No,
it.
it's
Stop
I don't
it.
think people are.
Dude,
People are
Holy
you're
shit.
genetically
gonna hold your hand
predisposed.
there.
Guys, I think that like
genetics
literally just
and
said it.
culture are both. No, they're both environmental.
Wait,
but it's
Momo,
not like
thoughts on the world
genetics
IQ
cause
chart?
culture.
Thoughts on the world
Genetics
IQ
doesn't
chart?
cause culture. But obviously, black people have darker skin because in Africa, you have more direct
You
sun
literally
exposure, so you need more melanin, right?
just
Lower
you
IQ?
li-
That's obviously
you
an
literally just said you
adaptation to
literally
the
just
environment, right?
you're making the entire argument, right? Food was more readily available to sub-Saharan Africans. It wasn't as readily available to other societies. They had to develop bigger brains and higher IQs to figure out how agriculture worked and build the wheel
Well,
and
they
build
had to
two-story
develop. No,
buildings
that was
so they could
that was a
develop it.
cultural
And while
argument.
and black people, they had lower IQs, and so then they come over here, and of course, because these people have evolutionary divulged, as you said, adapted to different scenarios. That means black people were just because of that evolution more genetically predisposed to having this kind of culture. Got it. Finally.
No. That argument about food readily being available, that was an argument about culture, not about genetics. The point was
Why
that
did you say?
you
Why
know,
did you talk about evolution?
evolution was an example of how people adapt to their environment. Like culture adapts to your environment. I mean, culture
So,
evolves
what
relative to
you
the
said that
environment.
different people evolved to their environment. What I meant.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, people evolve to their environment. Like, obviously, people who live closer to the equator have more melanin because they have to protect themselves from more UV, because they have more direct
Okay.
sunlight, right? Like, that's obviously true. People evolve but at the same time, culture evolves. Like one example is that, I mean, do you know children in Asian countries, have a much longer school year.
Okay.
Like the Japanese
So
school
you
year is
believe
like 80
certain
years.
phenotypes evolved from people's environments?
Yes. That's how evolution works.
Okay.
It's based on your environment.
Okay.
It's
So would
selected
people? So
adaptation.
would people develop? Do you think people would develop different levels of intelligence based on their environment?
No, I think evolution applies to everything except IQ. I think IQ is standardized across
Everything except IQ. So like maybe
Yeah.
the level
I'd
of
say like
aggression
No. Everything is the IQ.
The aggro
that some
gene,
people
though?
might have.
I can't.
The level of
Oh, the
aggression
aggro gene?
that some people
No,
might
no,
have.
like it
The
applies
like
to
little
like how
head nod
people
is
look.
so funny.
It applies to like how people look and
You
like.
can't even say it
He
with a
can't even say it with a
straight
straight
face.
He can't even say it with a straight
No,
face.
I'm being for real.
I'm being for real,
It applies
bro.
to everything. It
can't
applies
even
to
say it with a
everything
straight
except
face.
like IQ and aggression. Like
Why
everyone
isn't
has-
that
Wait, I
applied
have a
to IQ?
question, Moma. What do you think
Yeah.
about the Jews?
the Jews. I mean, like not that IQ has any relevance, but statistically, like Ashkenazi Jews are like the top,
Let's go.
But like I think it's more cultural. Like Jews definitely have like one of the best cultures as far as like
Okay.
innovation and creating successful people. I mean, I don't know if you
think
know
that
this,
we
but
control
Do they pull the
everything?
strings?
like five out of
Alright, that was a
10,
little bit more abrupt, Lucas.
five out of 10 of the richest people in America, like the
Do you
10 richest
think
people
they?
in
Okay, you're
America,
going on a
5 of
long
them are
rant.
Jewish,
That's really
right?
nice. But do you think that they control the media? Let's get down to it.
I mean, they generally tend to like control most things, but that's not
How do
like
they control
So
most things if
just
they're just
own it.
CEOs of
No.
public corporations with controlling stockholders that are Christian?
basically the reason why Jews control most things is because
Who
Jews are
who actually has more control, the CEO or the controlling shareholder of a company?
the controlling shareholder.
Exactly. And if the controlling shareholder is Christian and the CEO is Jewish, what does that mean?
That the controlling shareholder, the Christians more in charge, I assume.
Yeah, and the
Oof.
times where we see Jewish CEOs, we also see a controlling shareholder that's Christian.
Yeah, but Christians are also make up like a way larger
Yeah.
percent of
But we only
A way
highlight
larger
Jewish
percent.
success in a bad way, right?
Yeah, right. But you look at the top, like if you look at like the top 10 richest people in America, you'll see half of them are Jewish. 5 out of the top 10 richest people in America are Jewish, whereas Jews only make up around 1% of America.
I don't even know if that's
So-
true. I have to look that up.
It is true. I can
Okay,
name
even
the
if that's
people.
true, who cares? Like, why is that important?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Why
The
is that
point is
important?
that Jews have a way overrepresented.
But why do we even point that out? Like, why is that important to point out?
The point is that like Jews tend to be in positions of power.
Okay, they're in positions of
When I
power,
say the word
and
Ross-
just say
Rothschild, how
no,
does that make you
Lucas,
feel?
we need to get him down because he's literally doing the thing where it's it's just a fact that they're in higher positions of power disproportionate to their population. Do you think that because they're Jewish that makes them do certain actions, or is there something about them being Jewish that's important to point out?
I think that Jews have a culture that allows them to achieve higher levels of success.
Jews have a culture that
Jewish-
allows them that
Jewish culture is conducive to success,
okay.
and also
I
So,
do see.
Is that all? Is that all? Is
Not-
okay? Is there a reason you care about that?
Michael Bloomberg, Mark Zuckerberg. Well, the point is that culture is tied to success, right? That's clearly obvious, right? I mean, Jews have been discriminated against very heavily.
Okay, so I'm guessing
And
like
yet
you're
they
super
still-
you're like super pro Jew. Like you want America to adopt a Jewish culture because then we can become more successful and more CEOs and shit, right?
I wouldn't say I want them to adopt a Jewish culture.
Why
But the
not?
fact
They're
that
so they're so successful, right? Look at I want to
why wouldn't
look.
you?
I want my children to have that Ashkenazi IQ. Okay, what are we doing here?
Well, I mean,
You wish.
I'd say like what you could do is get like an Ashkenazi like sperm donor, to impregnate your wife.
Ew. That's
And
kinda
then-
weird.
You could benefit
Bro.
from those genetics for your
Mama.
kids. And I've heard that's like a big thing. Like
I would just ask
Jewish,
that.
like Jewish sperm donors, I've
Shut the
heard like
fuck up.
go for the most amount of money. Like
True.
people
Mom,
pay
I
the
thought-
most for Jewish
No,
sperm.
fuck off.
Mo, I have a quick question. Do you think like
It's
the
just, like,
culture
one
in the
thing that's not-
1990s were better or like the 1890s?
The culture. I mean, I wasn't alive during either.
I mean,
Well,
you-
like, which
I mean,
one
you
would you
kinda-
want to be?
Well, yeah. Which seems more ideal?
Are you white?
Yeah, I'm white, obviously.
And are you a man?
Yeah.
Well, I think
Well, no,
we know
I'm
our
just talking about
answer.
the general culture. Like, I'm sure you have like a broad understanding of how the culture was in the 1890s, right, or the 1800s in general. Like, what do you think? Who do you think culture is better, like the 1990s or like the 1890s?
I think the 1990s. Like if I had to pick one
That
to
seems
live in,
like there was a ton of more immigrants in the 1990s. The 1890s would be closer to like the pure American culture that you're trying to refer to. So it seems to me like immigrants, like we had a mass immigration
okay, but
policy in like
that's
the
you're drawing
1960s.
like
Well,
causation
it just
from
seems like
one thing. Like
immigration
there's multiple
seem
factors.
to have a benefit on your
Yeah.
which
culture.
place.
Right
I
now, you
don't-
just don't like. You
There's-
just don't like. I don't know what culture.
Well,
you're
I
trying
like
to-
I like that like culture became more sex positive
There,
over years.
there isn't even like an American
wouldn't wanna
culture.
live in,
That's the thing we need to understand. Somebody,
Yeah,
some
like
people,
yeah.
people who live in like the Midwest towards the Great Lakes have probably more common with people who live like in Canada than people who live in like the South Alabama, and then people who live in like I don't know, Creole people who live in like Louisiana probably have like more common with like people in the Caribbean than they do have people who live like right next to the border in El Paso. Those people have more in common than Mexicans. There isn't one definitive American culture.
I have way more in common than people that lived in the 1990s than the 1800s.
I mean, real Americans still wear
obviously.
powdered wigs and dress up in full suits when they go out. All right, that's what the real American culture is.
Nah.
It's a
Yeah,
real
men
American
were
culture. That's what the
in
founding
drag
fathers
back
wanted.
then.
True.
They were in full on drag.
Yeah, I mean like America, it's
Seems to me
obviously
you're
that
not American.
we have the
Bro.
best culture.
Mama, you probably have
Say
the
the
best
Pledge of
country.
Allegiance for me.
True.
It seems like culture always evolves over generations. You
Say
don't
the
like the
Pledge
way
of
the culture is
Allegiance.
going. I think I'm not even sure if you believe that yourself. I feel like you just have to be positioned that way because like the whole right wing media and every single like person on the right wing media is saying we're being invaded by a bunch of immigrants, and you think that
No,
like, it's
okay, that's
resulting in
not that's
crime.
not why.
Somebody
Well,
said I
that's
look
not
like
why at
Martin
all.
Luther
These
King.
crime arguments that
I
just aren't
disagree
I
with
saw
that. I
that and I
disagree with the
died.
right
I'm
wing
not
media
gonna lie,
on a
that
ton
made
of
me
shit.
laugh so hard.
It would honestly be ridiculous if you're like in a right wing
I have a
media
dream
space and
that
you-
one day, Moma
Yeah.
get some pussy.
I get pussy
He
all the
probably
Okay,
has
time.
and just like Martin Luther King's dream,
I believe
it's
Logan.
not fully realized yet, and it won't be for another 60 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always with the Black History Month, Lottie fucking
What have you given me reparations yet? How long you been on this live?
Reparations, huh?
How long you been on this live?
I need to give you reparations. Were you a fucking slave or?
I was in the field, bro. I
He's
was
punished by
picking.
institutional slavery. All right, he still feels the effects of it.
I still feel affected
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
I feel very oppressed
You
right
need to
now,
give me-
actually.
You need to give me.
Christ.
I'll give you roses for the. My bad on that one, Scratch.
Thank you, Gray. Thank you, Gray. Same with
Also,
all
as
of
a
you.
woman, I could-
All of
I
you in
should
YouTube
receive
chat, you owe me
too.
reparations through super chats. Okay, guys.
Is this the grift?
This is the
Is
grift
this
right
the grift
here.
method? The Peter
Okay,
Griffin.
and if you really wanna be not racist, okay, because you're only like slightly less racist if you give me super chat. You need to become a member. Okay, get that membership, y'all.
Yeah, for real. The victimhood.
What do I
There's-
get
there's
if
no
I'm a
shame-
member?
Is there no shame in the victimhood complex?
Huh?
What do I get if I'm a member?
Early
Where do I
access to
begin?
videos,
And
and then you
You get the
you get early access to videos. You get my email.
you get
You
exclusive
get perms.
content.
You get some
Explicit
exclusive. There's some
content.
exclusive content. Like I'm making like a 3-hour.
You
Get
get
like
the
a free
Discord
shirt.
I'm
mod.
making like a 3-hour cut of all my like panel debates I've recorded.
Scratch
Yeah.
for all that. That sounds like it should be at least $20-$30 a month. How much is it?
$5 a month.
$5. That's a steal.
I want a
I'm gonna
shirt.
do that right now.
You really
Yeah,
did
you're
this
so
for the
real.
13
Gray really
years
helping me.
and
Thank you.
Greg is so
You're welcome.
real.
Greg
I
is
want
so
a shirt.
Greg is gonna become a. You want a shirt? You're not getting a shirt, bro.
I want a shirt if I'm a member.
Dude, when
Yeah, how
Scratch
much-
drops
how much to
merch,
become
it's
a
gonna be
Discord
like how he
member?
makes his prompts. It's just gonna be like Google drawing.
Yeah.
Unironically, yeah.
It will literally just be a copy and paste of this on a shirt.
I just need a full like mugshot of you, Scratch. All right, if you give me that, or sure, I would unironically buy it. You just give me a full face shot of you. You and
Scratch,
Cringy.
honestly, bro, like you're one of the good ones, I think.
One of the
What-
good ones.
Me?
One of the good ones.
Oh,
No,
Of
like
like
the
Of like
Like
the sub TikTok
what?
debaters.
what's YouTube chat saying about paying me some money? Let's see how many racists do we
I
have
mean,
in chat.
yeah, I said
The
TikTok.
racist
Just saying,
argument is tiring. I'm sorry, bro. You're racist if you don't give me money Black History Month. That's how it is.
True.
I'm black, and that's
I'm
black
giving
people were
scratch money
slaves.
tomorrow.
Fool. No, only black people were slaves. Nobody else was slaves. Only black people. Trust me, yeah, trust. Nobody.
I'm giving scratch money
reparations.
tomorrow.
Give reparations like giving a father child support.
You know,
Drinking
you know,
the
Jews were
fuck
slaves.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Okay, that was at least a unique twist on that joke. Okay, I'll give you
Look at the
that.
culture.
That was a unique twist. Reparations stopped the Abraham Lincoln. I know, bro. That's why I need them right now. For real, reparations aren't needed anymore. Way too late. Nah, bro. In fact, Mr. Cloud, that was a microaggression towards me. A lot of
need 'em for,
microaggression,
like, the
lot
rest
of lot of racist microaggressions coming from YouTube chat right now.
Did I apologize for being white yet?
No, you've not.
Oh, I
Please-
forgot.
Can you, know,
fuck.
can you check your privilege?
Thank
real
you.
quick?
Moma,
Luke,
I
wait,
did
wait,
that
no, no,
already this
we're
morning.
going on a
I
list.
do that 5 times a day. Like I'm a
Peeling
monkey.
antics, Caden. Apologize for being white.
What's up, buddy?
Apologize for being white.
I just want to make a statement that I, as an evil white person and a colonizer and an oppressor,
Mm-hmm.
nothing I ever do in my life will ever compare to what Scratch will do in his life.
On God.
Thank you, Lucas.
On Scratch.
Lucas. Lucas.
This is what our schools are going to turn into.
See, that was
Yeah,
my
like that.
culture.
Ask that, bro. Like honestly, I think you are like one of the good ones. Like, why do you gotta be on the side where it's just like,
Whoa, Mama,
everyone's
you need
supposed to
apology for being white. Then you can speak.
yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm sorry because like,
Obviously.
that was my bad. But
Thank
Oh,
like,
wait, Mama,
like,
you're
why,
glazing
why
me,
you
right?
gotta be on the side where like everyone's a bitch? Like, have you ever thought about just being a conservative?
Me?
No, Scratch.
Oh, I think you're talking about me. Never mind.
Plus,
Fuck
you know how much like, respect you get as a black conservative? Like, you'd probably have like 4 times the viewership.
Bro,
like,
I could grift so hard. Holy shit, I could become.
You could be like the male Candace Owens and shit. You know?
Bro.
Like it would be so easy.
That already exists, and his name is Matt Nuclear. Okay.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you see the title of the video I have on him? Destroying Israel's strongest soldier at Manicular on violating on ICE violating the Fourth Amendment.
Based. That's so based.
Yeah.
No, all
if
you have
were
to do as like a
if
black
you were a black
conservative is make
conservative,
people feel like they're not racist, and then you're good. Like as long as you affirm, like, hey, maybe I'm not racist, and you just like support like all like the, what is it, the sub like what's the fucking word? The sub
5.
fuck.
Sub-Saharan?
Or the fucking sub. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm sorry.
the subhumans.
Finally, bro.
I'm not.
The
Come on,
Elfangans
okay.
and shit.
Like you know when
Scratch,
like,
I've been in the
like
request for,
rappers
like,
make a
20 minutes,
song and they call it like sub.
I know, I'm trying to limit friendlies.
I'm his
Including my
favorite.
brother.
We have a MAGA panel right now, basically.
Miss Perla, are you
Yeah.
MAGA?
Guys,
So
what are we?
if you
Are we
were-
fucking?
if
Are we
you were a
fucking?
conservative?
Are we fucking with the thumbnail, y'all?
Yes, I'm fucking.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I love the BB Netanyahu.
You need
Oh
to
my
add-
god.
Is.
That's
I
a
do
solid
like it.
thumbnail though.
Wait, what's that guy's
Benjamin
name?
Netanyahu in the back
That's
is
Matt
amazing.
Nuclear.
Yeah, so I saw his live and it's crazy. He's like super racist.
Yeah.
Wait.
Black people actually-
Yeah, Matt Nuclear. No, Matt Nuclear is
Can't be
unironically
racist.
racist. He's unironically
Greg
racist.
watched our certified coalition.
black people
smackdown
can't be
of a post
racist,
today.
they don't
Yeah,
have the
it's actually
power or the
impossible for a
privilege.
That's
black
what I
person to
thought,
be
but then I saw his live and I'm like, oh.
No, yeah. Only white people can be
I was
racist,
like, I guess it can't happen.
and all white people are racist. So.
Yeah, all white people are racist. Yeah.
Sure, Dot. Wait, Dot. You need to apologize. One, for oppressing black people, right? Because we all know the Jews are the ones who actually.
I'm a Jewish woman,
No,
and actually,
no,
Jewish
but we all know-
Americans help support the civil rights movement within this
No,
country.
no.
So
According
don't
according
at
to
me
our
with
God
that
King Emperor
bullshit.
Nick Fuentes, Jewish people
We
are actually the ones who are
gave
putting blacks
you-
on boats. Okay.
No, we gave you Bernie Sanders. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, and you need to apologize for scheming to destroy the white race. Okay, so apologize
We
all the
I
gave
way.
reject
you
that
Bernie
Bernie Sanders is
Sanders.
Jewish.
We gave you Bernie Sanders.
I reject that he's Jewish.
And I reject you,
There's
Antoine,
no
because
way.
you're a sexist pig.
Whoa!
True.
Oh God.
That's not true.
What did you call me the other night?
I apologized.
Yeah, but that's not forgotten.
I didn't mean it.
A lot of racists in chat trying to justify their internalized racism, guys. Come on, y'all. Come on. It's not working, y'all.
MoMA, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Do you support him like breaking the law
I'm
and
gonna
shit?
vote for Kamala. Trump
Meta.
doesn't break the law. Okay, if he did, the Supreme Court would stop him.
Oh my God,
He,
Lucas, go
guys,
out.
he can't
Oh my
break
God.
the
He's
law because
trolling.
it's
He's trolling.
illegal. He can't
Scratch,
break the law
this is
because it's
He
illegal
can't
to
break
break
the
the
law. It's
law.
illegal, bro.
Oh my
This is a
god.
highly
Yeah.
trolling.
We
Literally,
all wait,
the
wait, wait.
Supreme
We
Court
all
has
wait.
stopped him
We all
like a
know
bunch
he's
of
we
times.
okay. We all know he's trolling.
I'm not trolling. That's literally.
We all know
happened
you're
before.
trolling, bro.
It's literally happened. He tried to break the law. The Supreme Court stopped him. They stepped in. That's happened like
And he
probably
still broke it.
like at least 6 times.
He broke the First Amendment.
At least 6 times. Does that not tell you something?
Do you think our executives should be
Why does-
faithfully following our laws, like trying to implement good faith interpretations of our law?
Yeah,
Like,
true. Why is your president breaking all these laws?
Trump isn't in charge of interpreting the law. Okay, that's actually a different branch.
So
Trump
his
is just
Then
admin
in
why is
charge
he
of
doing it?
executing the
Then
law.
why is he doing it?
Because like he's not like it's not his job to know what the law is. Like,
He
that's not-
reinterpreted
just-
what
just a
birthright
small little
citizenship
what?
was in
Like,
executive order.
It's
He
not
literally
his
did that.
job to know if something's illegal.
He
Like,
literally just did. He
Wait,
did that.
Mom-
He's a small little doggo.
Moma,
right?
what if Trump is like cheering on illegal activity?
Trump, like, it's not Trump's job to know what's legal and what's illegal. Okay, that's not his
As the
branch.
president of the
Bro,
United States.
Wait, no, wait. What is the role of the executive branch? What is the role of the executive branch?
The role of the executive branch is to execute, like,
Execute what?
Execute what?
like displays the laws.
Files,
Like...
release the files.
Don't you need to know the law to enforce the law?
Well, the law is like pretty like it's up for interpretation. Like
Oh
the
my
law
god.
is kind of
Uh,
whatever, you know.
Is
No,
the
you're
first
so,
one
he's
a
so,
kind
he's so
of
obviously a
standard?
troll. He's so obviously a
Wow.
troll.
I'm not a troll. That's just how our
I'm not a
system
troll.
works.
This is how this conversation works.
I'm
Like,
I'm
I
not
don't
a troll.
even
The
know what
law's
you're
just
talking
kind of
about.
whatever,
Release the
bro. I'm not really
goddamn
a troll.
Thank you,
It's kinda
Fringy.
whatever.
He had a nice run. He had a nice run. Okay.
Yeah, he was funny.
He even
If he's
apologized.
a liberal, he should. If he's a liberal, he should join the coalition.
Antoine, can you half apologize for being white?
I half apologize for being white. I'm
Thank you.
kind of sorry.
And sexist.
Yep. That's what if you're mixed race, that's what you have
I'm
to
not
do.
sexist. I literally apologized.
Lucas, you need to apologize for being white right now.
Sorry for being white, Scanch.
Thank you.
Greg watched my approach debate.
It's pathetic.
I wish I
Like,
should
we're
have
not on
watched
your
it.
end,
I
but,
shouldn't have
like,
left. I didn't think that you were in the request box.
I took myself out when I was eating food, and then I requested up again once I was done eating.
You went in there as soon as I had left, bro.
It was just a guy like completely non-engaging with anything Lucas said, or just going like
Touching
he'll
his
make
head
like
he's
5
stripping.
separate points.
Y'all, let me adjust my hair. Okay, y'all. It's an addiction.
Well,
Scratch, you always play with your hair, but it never like moves.
I know
What's up
it's
with that?
wait, it's things that I notice. It's not things you notice. Okay, I don't even want to tell you, bro.
I get
I
it.
trip
I
over
get
it.
it.
Okay.
Actually, dude, I totally understand that, Scratch. I get it. Whenever my hair was like about the length of your hair, I did the same.
I don't
thing.
even. I can't even say it. It's like it's a fro. If you're not black, you don't have a fro. You don't understand. Okay.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
get you, bro.
Okay, I'm not
No.
black, nor do I have a fro. I still understand what you're going through. Wait, no, I am black. I just don't have a fro.
You've had a fro, right?
It happens.
No, I've never had a fro before.
Oh, yeah.
Antoine has
When I
curly
was a
long
kid, I
hair.
had straight hair. It got curlier as I got older.
Hair.
I know what Antoine looks like.
Your hands has oil on it and it will fall out. What?
What?
That's not how that works.
It just does. That's not how it works at all.
No, Lucas, what's that one guy? The approach said you he was like, "Oh, judges say a bunch of different
Go
things." I
to
thought that was so
Discord,
funny.
I'm in
Like,
live.
judges say everything. Like judges say
Oh
it's
my God,
legal.
okay.
Some judges say